Yeah, I know. They're in bad shape.
You're gonna have to explain what happened.
What's going on, YouTube?
Hello, everyone. So Ron has some explaining to do.
So yeah, it's been a while, and life got in the way, and we didn't quite get around to our black and neon green and neon pink nail videos, which will be coming soon-ish. And during that time, my little hiatus, I kind of relapsed. And if you take a look at my wonderful nails, they are nubbins.
They're gone.
They are a shadow of their former selves. They look absolutely awful. And I am ashamed.
And look how the skin, like the skin was so nicely trained, eh? And,
I
like in a
know.
month, it kind of...
I destroyed them.
I think the chewing kind of slightly...
Destroyed them.
Destroyed
I
them.
destroyed it all. All that hard work and back to square one again.
Well, this is perfect actually, because we will have a chance to kind of go through the whole process again.
Again.
And have it this time on film, because I didn't have the whole process actually documented before.
Hooray!
So we will have it now. So as you can see, so this video actually, well, hello, is going to be about Guy's manicure. So what we're gonna do, we are going to do a natural nail manicure, and I will show you how I use the electric file and what speed I'm using the Efile on, what tools I'm using, and I will also probably use we will be testing Light Elegance one-step gel as a quick overlay, and just to see how it lasts and how it wears. So okay, how am I gonna approach it? I'm gonna approach this very gently, because I know a lot of people that are crazy about the manicures, like they're crazy about the quick results, would really lift the skin and then cut it, but I'm not going to do that, because I'm just going to nudge it gently, and you will see in a couple weeks it's going to look better, and a month later it's going to look much better. The skin is going to be trained a little bit that way by just pushing it gently, and it will actually help. All right, let me just actually grab another tool. So first I am going to turn my filter on so I'm not breathing the dust, and I'm just going to shape the free edge a little bit. And this is a metal file by Erica. It's called Lady Diamond. And this is in medium. Yeah, and they actually last for a very long time.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we've been using those for the better part of 10 years, I want to say.
Yeah.
And they've been fantastic. Some of them have lasted.
Because I have many of them. Yeah, quite a while.
Some of them have lasted years at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Although maybe not as good as what they were when they were brand new, but
which is fine actually, because at first I find the medium one is a little bit too sharp.
Yeah.
But the fine one is really fine. I should actually show you in a minute how fine the fine is, and it's a little bit too fine.
How fine the fine is, and it's a little too fine.
No, it actually gives me, you know how it gives me the heebie-jeebies?
The heebie-jeebies?
Yes.
Why?
It's like, I don't know, it's like nails on a chalkboard. That sound. I can't work with that. I have one and I just don't like it. So there's not much to file, but I just want to make sure that there is no catches.
Yeah, you're not going to want to try and push it today as far as shaping is concerned, because it's...
There's not much to shape there.
Well, it's pretty low in some spots. I took it down perhaps a little too far. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Do you do it in like one sitting or just like one nail at a time?
I don't even realize that I do it 9 times out of 10, just because I've done it for 30 years.
So you're natural at that?
Yes, it's been
You're a pro.
I'm a pro.
Like
so
you
much
do
so
it
that I
without
don't
thinking.
even thinking.
Yeah. It's like sometimes...
Well, how many times over the years have you caught me, chewing my nails, and it's like there's no conscious thought to it at all. It just, I do it.
Oh well.
Yes.
It can be perfect, right? So now these tools are actually quite dull, and what I'm doing now is I'm pushing back the proximal nail fold, because it's not that the cuticle is overgrown, it's the proximal nail fold that's overgrown. Because as you can see here, this is proximal nail fold, all that skin up to here. This is proximal nail fold that I'm pushing back now. And the cuticle is this part. So I'm not even gonna bother really working with this right now, because I'm going to do this very, very gently with electric file. So I'm kind of grabbing this kind of skin. I don't kind of start from here. I kind of start it where I can feel that it starts. Again, the proximal nail fold, not the cuticle. If I'm not making any sense, please correct me, because in my head, I'm making so much sense.
You're making sense to me.
It's interesting how the manicures get so much easier. That's why I really suggest to my clients to have the manicures done every 2 weeks, because I really find that the clients that come in every month, I have some clients that come just for regular nail manicures every month, they just don't have such good results when it comes to like the skin around their nails, because probably they're not really kind of using the oil, the treatment oils or anything like that, so because that would help, but they're not. But the clients that come every 2 weeks or like 2.5 for the gel polish, they actually do have very good results, and there is like barely anything to do. I actually have one client who comes once a week, a guy, for manicures. It's amazing, and there's barely anything to do. He just likes his nails perfect, so why not?
And he really does.
Yes, he does. So
Yes, he does.
now, this is, I don't know, it's called, Akupa has it as, and it's called Prepper Bit. This is Erica's, and I think it's called Half Barrel or Tapered Barrel. And it has it's a diamond, so it has a sanding material over here, and it has a sanding material over there as well. And I wanted to show you, I'm gonna try to move the camera, how slow I'm using this. I'm not sure, I'm gonna turn off the filter for you to see actually here, because I usually go by the sound of the machine, how low this is. So I'm working with Erica MT20, and this is pretty much on the minimum speed, right? Like this is minimum. Actually, it is on minimum. This is how I'm working. This is half a speed. And I actually have seen some educators work on it.
I've ever seen you work even at half speed with the Erica MT20.
No, sometimes with the carbide, but not even, like I work with the carbide at this speed. It's sufficient for me. So I've seen actually educators do work on the natural nail with this speed, and I guess I could do it safely, but I'm not sure actually if I could. Like one slip or client moving their finger and you can go through the nail. Yeah, it's too much. So let me just actually move the, you know what, can you hold this like this so you can actually hear a little bit closer? And I'm gonna try to move the camera. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's for you to see. I don't know if this is possible. No, I can't see. Oh, can you?
Why don't you just move the light?
Oh my God, you're such a genius. Genius. You're such a genius. Okay, so now I guess you can see. So this is how I work. Sorry, excuse the mess. This is, in my opinion, too high. I just would not like to work this way. This is 3/4. And I'm actually scared. I think it's gonna blow up when I go all the way up. You think it's gonna blow up?
Engage.
Okay, let's just go back to the save. I've never had the machine. I think the machine is going to blow up. Okay,
Yeah,
let's move the
seriously.
camera down again. And okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, let's put the filter back on and work. Thank you for the, so yes. So now I usually kind of move the skin back a little bit. Like this is really sufficient. I don't understand.
Sufficient?
Sufficient, what did I say?
Sufficient.
Sufficient?
Sufficient. You said it
Okay,
correctly.
sufficient. I
Sufficient.
came up with a new word.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So sufficient.
But no, this is...
Sufficient? Yes. So this is all you need. Yes?
Yeah.
It's enough. Enough. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So move your hand back a little bit.
But I mean, on a low setting with the Aircam T20, you apply pressure and it does not bog down.
Yeah, it has a, they call it a cruise control, so it's
the only machine I have seen that you can apply pressure and it does not slow. Of course, when I talk pressure, I talk about your pressure, my pressure, not maybe someone else's pressure, I suppose.
yeah.
Because I'm sure there's those that are a little more heavy-handed. But hands down, in my opinion, of course, whatever that's worth, best machine, without a doubt.
So let me just explain something here. I'm holding the bit, as you can see, sideways, if you can see this, I hope you can, quite parallel to the nail. So I'm not working with this end, I'm holding it this way to grab the skin from the nail. And as I'm doing this, I kind of push back the skin now.
I'd be afraid of making
So
really
I actually
bad grooves if you were to be trying to use just that.
oh yeah,
corner
you
piece,
don't want to be working with it this way. You want to be working with this flat. But
Well, of course.
so as I'm doing this, I'm actually kind of pushing the skin back a little bit because you can kind of do it. You can feel it. So I'm
Yeah.
not going on the skin, but I'm kind of
pushing it
making
back.
these kind of movements a little bit. Like you can kind of see it probably. Opening the skin here to get the little calloused
Clean up the
areas.
skin, yeah.
And you know, when people first come in and they have a lot of hardened skin around their nails due to sometimes overcutting or chewing or whatever, or just not kind of taking care of their nails, I don't spend actually that much extra time because there is really not much more that you can do. You still have to just wait for the skin to heal and kind of soften up from the oil. So I tell clients that it's a process sometimes. So, and you know what, I don't really have clients having issues with that. Like, people understand that, you know, for example, if your hair is damaged from, you know, over processing or something, I don't think people expect immediate results with something. They understand that sometimes few treatments are needed for the situation to improve, right? So if you kind of explain that, you know what, you would suggest bi-weekly manicures, even if they're just plain manicures without any product, you can definitely see improvement with just regular manicures. And as you can see, I'm really helping myself with how I hold this finger. So I push the finger down a little bit and actually even lower now when I'm working on this angle. And now the finger is moving up as I'm approaching the corner. And now it's more flat. And now I'm turning the finger a little bit sideways. Am I boring you, mister?
No, actually, I'm very relaxed. I'm taking
You're
it
falling
easy.
asleep.
I'm a little disappointed in how bad my nails are. In fact,
That's okay. No, I'm actually happy.
Well, I'm glad one of us is happy because I'm kind of
Yeah.
embarrassed because all of YouTube right now is seeing how bad my nails are. I'm kind of embarrassed.
No, but that's okay because it's a good experiment.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below.
Yes.
Should I be
are you
embarrassed about
happy?
how bad my nails are?
Are you happy that Rails?
Rails?
Ron's nails are bad?
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets. Get them to subscribe
Watch
to.
the videos.
Watch the
pets.
videos,
Yes, especially the pets.
especially the pets, because it
Yeah.
matters.
Yes.
Check out our Patreon.
I'm going to be posting more content there, and I'm actually thinking about doing the Watch Me Work videos, and because they're long videos, and I'm kind of overthinking many things, and and I spent a lot of time looking at the analytics, and they are telling me that a lot of people kind of don't watch the whole thing, so I might put them on Patreon only, just not to bore the general public. So we'll see. Let me know what you think, if I should be leaving the watch me work that are like 50-minute long videos, and or you guys find those videos helpful, because I don't know. To me, I'm kind of like so obsessed that I would love to watch people like in the real time, because I like to see in detail how everything is done, but I don't know, no, maybe not everybody is like that. So let me know what kind of videos are the most helpful for
leave
you.
comments down below. Let us know what you think, what you want to see, what type of content you feel would benefit you guys.
So that's that. This is done. It took us 15 minutes.
I am shamed.
Yeah, no, 15 minutes. And I usually book for a regular manicure literally 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
And once everything's kind of trained and
Yeah,
it's
and
just
I
a
even
matter of
talked,
maintenance,
yeah.
it's a very quick, simple process. It's a quick $20.
yeah,
I mean,
25.
there you go, 25.
The price just went up.
Price just went up. To our
Well, you know,
clients,
we have to feed our greyhound.
Yeah.
I just realized how much we're spending on food. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
price
Yeah,
just
our
went up.
greyhound
She's spoiled.
is spoiled.
And we're gonna buy her a stroller as well, because
Yes.
she's older now.
Yeah.
So
So make sure
Someone
to
has
sign
to-
up for the Patreon just so we can get her that stroller.
And I'll take a picture for you guys.
She is a geriatric, by the way, if you're wondering. It's not
Yeah.
that she gets
She's
spoiled,
not lazy.
but that she also has some distance walking issues at this point. The poor girl, she's
Yeah.
she's 12. She's going on 13.
She's
So-
going on 12. She's 11 and a half.
Oh, did I ever just fail on that one? Oh, Lord.
Okay, so this is done. This part is done, and next we will go to the hard gel video. So we'll do that next.
Yes.
There's a piece of skin here that's
Oh.
stuck to the nail. All right. All right.